Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my name is Ayman Da'an bin Arfendi, and today I'm going to talk about the ways to improve the relationship between the parents and the children. There are various ways to improve the relationship between the parent and the children, but for my opinion, the most common or most effective way is to have a meaningful conversation. Because through conversation, you get the direct link, you get the fastest update, the fastest way to communicate is through a conversation. Nowadays, parents and children seldomly talk to each other, and that is a factor why they don't have a strong bond between them. This is why they don't have the guts or the courage to share their feelings to each other. Besides that, having a meaningful conversation is also very effective because conversations are direct. It's the fastest way to communicate with another person. For an example, right now we are talking to each other and that is the fastest way to share information. Secondly, through conversations we can easily share one another about an information or an update about themselves. So, from my opinion, having a meaningful conversation is actually the most effective way to improve the relationship between a parent and the children.
Okay. My name is Ahmadiyah bin Osman Jainani, and my thought about the way of improving relay between parents and their children is by going on holiday with them. My main ideas about this idea, firstly because by going on holiday, parents and their children can reduce their stress. Secondly, they also can increase their creativity. Thirdly, they can boost their emotional stability. And finally, they can make confidence soar. Firstly, children and parents have their own problem. Besides, children at school, they may be stressed about their homework with their teachers or whatsoever, and then parents also have their stress on their work, and then by going on holiday with them, they can release their tension. And I think these ideas are the effective way to improving their relation between partners and their parents and their children.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad bin Baharu. Okay, for my opinion, to improve the relationship between parents and children is spending time on the weekend with them. I'm highlight the word weekend because most of the parents in the world are having their off day on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Same goes to their child, like kindergarten, primary school, and secondary school. They all got off day on weekend. So they got their time with their family on the weekend only, because on the weekday they will be always busy. There will not be much time for them to having some family time. And in the weekend, if they spend time together, they can communicate oftenly. So maybe their children can tell their parents about what happened in the last week, what happened to them, what they learned. They can be always two-side communication. Then they can having breakfast together, so they can make their time more happily. I think. Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay? From my opinion, I agree with Daniel's idea. Because holiday is a very special day for mostly everyone. Weekdays you can have it every week. Weekends, it's every week. And sometimes on weekends parents could also be busy with their work or other issues. But for a holiday is for everyone. So a holiday is the highlight for me. Okay? You know, when you go for a holiday, as Daniel stated, as he said, they could reduce their stress. And that is by taking their children to somewhere special or somewhere that they can enjoy themselves. Okay? Because Daniel also said that during the school days, the children that are from secondary or from primary, it doesn't matter. They all have their own tensions, their own stress, because they have their pressure from their studies and all those stuff. But through this holiday, they could have their free time with their parents, and especially nowadays, the holidays are the days where people bond.
But for me, for Daniel's ideas, I think that's not some relevant idea because not all people can afford to do a vacation on holiday because some family got some poor some financial crisis because their work and sometimes this holiday can be anything like walking in the park and
No. Listen to me. Spending time on the weekend is going for a walk, but holiday is something more special. Because for an example, if you or me or even Daniel on the holidays, what would we do? We would go somewhere usually.
Yes, in additional, let me explain to you. Going holiday is not about you need to expend more money. No. We also can going holiday by camping on our home, on our online. Yes, like camping. We did not need to expend more money to go
Somewhere.
somewhere.
You could just do it at the backyard.
Yes.
oh maybe I'm mistaken. I'm really sorry. But sometimes people talk about vacation like their child talking about vacation among their friends. So on vacation normally people will say oh I go to this country, I go to this country. So is it I think not so relevant idea.
But for me, as I said, weekends could be also a busy day for the parents. But the holiday it's called a holiday because it's a day off for most of the people. So this is the time where the parents and the children could use that time to bond between themselves. It doesn't matter if they don't go somewhere, but at least they can spend the day together. So this is where they could, communicate more. Weekends is not usually a holiday for everyone because some people could work part time, so they have shifts. So either they could work at night or day, so it's kind of hard for them to communicate that way. So for me, I strongly agree with Daniel's idea.
I think it might be true. I think I was mistaken earlier. So so we're talking about Daniel's idea was the perfect to improve relationship.
Yes, you agree?
I think I agree. But how about yours?
My idea was having a conversation, but b- based on both of your ideas, we can connect them actually. Because on the holiday, you could still have a conversation. On the weekend, you could also have a conversation. I strongly agree that both of you said that parents could be busy on their working days. So yes, I could shift my idea to your ideas because it strongly proves that the holidays and the weekends are the free days for them to communicate. So they can still have a meaningful conversation on that day. They could share the ideas, they could update themselves, they could say what happened to them lately. So that's why I strongly agree with Daniel's idea because it's still there. It's still available on that day.